Right, next day. They're all rolling into one at the moment. I've been like staying here till late and then cracking on again. But I am, honestly, I'm just about done with this floor now. These are the most unfun thing to do. Yeah, pulling all the nails off these across the whole flooring has been an absolute bane of my life. I can't wait until I finish this flooring, if I'm honest. But it's getting there. Not much left to do now. And I've got to sort out this part of the roof. Walls up. And then, yeah, near enough there. Right, let's take the rest of these off. Right, it's end to another very long day. I'm looking slightly dishevelled. But I'm scraping the last bit of foam and cement off the last board. So it's been a very, very long process. I'll run you through in a minute what I've done. I'll show you the all the boarding down. Obviously these have all still got to be sanded and stuff. I'll get this one up in the rafters. Right, actually, let me put this camera down because I know I'll end up falling down the stairs. Right, that's last bit's up now on the wood. I'll quickly walk you through. I've moved the back wall a bit. I know in the videos it looks tiny in here, but it is actually a massive mezzanine. It's like 8.5 metres by 6 metre mezz, so it's quite big. It just looks really small because it's so deep in the garage. I mean, this is still, like, from that point to there is still 5 metres, so it's quite a lot of space. Obviously the rat bay is absolutely enormous. It's huge. I probably could have gone a little bit smaller with it, but I thought I'd rather have more room than not enough. So what I've done is I've moved this back wall bit, so I've narrowed the shop area a little bit because obviously it's just the stickers and stuff in there. I've moved this wall, which is going to have a wall going straight up there. I've moved it back by about another 3 foot. So excuse me, I've got no lights up at the moment. So yeah, you're going to have a wall, which one's a post will run up there. You've got a wall there and there. I might leave this side open so you can get in easy, because that's obviously where the time machine is and the tools. This will have a board up the front here, so you'll just have a corridor which runs straight into the shop. Excuse me, I've got indigestion so bad. And then obviously you go up the stairs. And then, yeah, you've got quite a big area. So, I mean, you can see how big it is from there, but it goes all the way across, all the way along. Obviously, you lose a lot of height because you've got the apex of the roof which comes down. So, I was going to just do a seating area in there. This bit here, Hope and Jessie want a little secret room. So, it should be quite big once you come up. I'm going to do a wall which runs along here up to this RSJ, comes straight up. Board that off. So yeah, so board that off and do like a little concertina door there. And then that will come out and I'll probably put a wall here and just make that the little secret opening with like a bookcase which moves open like that. Yeah, that's going to be like a seating area, sort of bed sort of place. The pool table's going to be around here somewhere. Obviously we've got quite a lot of room there. And then the bar will run along this back wall with some seating area there. So yeah, it should be pretty cool up here. You know, not many customers are going to come up to this bit really, to be honest with you. This is just my sort of hangout place, but all the stuff downstairs will be for the Violent D, and this will be, you know, no, I'm coming up here playing pool if people are waiting for jobs and stuff. I've got no problem with that at all. You know, yeah, but no, it's getting there. Obviously, all this lighting, we've not even thought about the electric up here. These were just the lights that were hanging down that I've just zip tied up for a minute, just so we've got some light while we're working. But next plan now is to what day are we today? We're Wednesday, aren't we? So tomorrow I want to try and build some carcassing downstairs on the walls, get all them done. Friday I think my dad's coming and we're going to try and sand all this down. Hopefully this dries out a bit. I'll get the blowers on it tomorrow. Dry this out so we can get all this stained up, sanded and stained. But yeah, it's looking good. So obviously that area now, there, is going to be the whole area that I've got a little RC track. It's only going to be very small, obviously, like I say, 8.5 metres by, I think that's about 5 metres. So I might do like a windy sort of track like this sort of thing, coming round, 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 down, something like that. So you've got like a little maybe mangy section. Just so I've got something to mess around with. But yeah, all looking good. Got the lights up now behind the tofu shop. I've got the perspex actually in for that, so I'll carry on with that. I've got the windows in for that now as well, so I can finish building that off. But yeah, it's certainly coming on. I was thinking for like decor up here, I wanted like a country sort of lodge sort of thing. So I've got obviously all the stained wood. I'm going to do some pallet wood walls. I'll probably paint that back wall, have like a like antler head up there, all that sort of goings. But yeah, that should be pretty cool. The roof is going to have wood through the middle, so you see where you've got the two girders here. We're going to have a flat roof there, so that's going to go flat with slat wood, and then I'm going to get that like corrugated metal sheeting, and we're going to come down. We're going to noggin that out, and we're going to come down with corrugated metal sheeting, but make it look all rusty and stuff. So it should look pretty damn cool. I'll put a picture up next of the kind of look that I'm going for, so you get the vibe. And then yeah, no, it should be good. I'm going to try and get all this boarding up this week as well, so no one can see up here. It's only going to be like OSB board like this, just cheap OSB board. Once it's painted, it should look all right. But yeah, we're getting there. Right, anyway, I think that's me done for the day. I am cream crackered. Right, in a bit. See you in a bit. So we're just starting all the stud walling today. Getting everything up down here in this rat bay. That's them ready for Joe to come do all the sockets and stuff to make sure they're in the right place. Then all the shop that, and then I'll carry on with it upstairs. So it's all go, go, go. Right guys, so we've been flat out on it again today. Pretty much all this bottom level is now done. I'll spin the camera around and show you what we've done. So all of the walling, all of the stud walling is now done. Excuse the lighting in here, obviously we've got no lights up at the moment, but yeah, all of the stud walling is done. This is all ready for the plasterboard. So that's done. Obviously, come round here. We followed this wall on to touch up to here. So that should all be one nice flat wall. Obviously, all of this here is now done. This is obviously the tyre shop, the little tyre bay and the tools. This wall comes down, so you're basically walking down the corridor. Come past this RSJ, there'll just be an opening here, which is that wide, which will take me into this little shop. And then obviously as you come through here, you've got basically this section here, which will have all the stickers up on the wall and stuff. There will be a little display bay here on the back, which will have all the JDM stuff, and probably this bit as well. But yeah, this wall's going to be like a full pegboard wall, so that'll be pretty cool for the stickers. What else have we done? So we come in this morning, and as we was looking up here, when my dad got on this bit here to measure up, I noticed this was bowed so bad because we had another length, another 4.8 joist, which basically went between the two to cover these bits up. But as we come in, it was hanging down by about, I don't know, what say 30 mil, roughly, wasn't it? Yeah, hanging down by 30 mil. So what we've done is we've coach bolted this through this post into there, and then we've done coach bolts, 5 coach bolts, which go through noggins right out the back and then bolted up onto there. So, and there's 5 of them going along the length of that. So now it's completely solid. Like there's no sag in that at all. It's literally perfect. We're just putting all of this strutting up as well here. So obviously we'd start doing the apex, covering all that face up. And then up here, we've got the edges going all the way around the edge. That's gonna make the frames up for the walls. So yeah, we are getting there. Slowly but surely. Good morning, ladies and gents, another day. So today I'm gonna try and get the tofu shop completely finished up. Obviously we've got the lights mounted in there now. I've got all the clear perspex, which is going over to make the awning. I've got to wrap all that up, so you've got to have the yellow section, the white section, with all the JDM text on it. I'm gonna put some little posters in the window, stuff like that, before I put the plexiglass on the front, and then obviously do the window frame. So yeah, that should be a finished item. It looks a bit too new at the moment, so I'm going to try and stain it up a little bit so it looks a bit old. I've still got the briquettes to put on the front of this red section as well. I've just done a little test. Let me spin the camera around. So that side has only had one coat. This side has had two. That's the blue that this whole front is going to be going. And then I've got, obviously, like I say, I've got a massive sign going up here. I've got the oh God, I can't think of my words today. The drift culture livery, which I have on my JZX, is going up on this board, so you can have all the red lightning, the white shards, and the black shards. So yeah, it should look pretty cool. And then this wall will go the same. So basically, all of that will be blue. And then I've got all the Naboris that are going to be hanging up here, and they'll also be hanging all the way down the sides of the bay, one at the back of each of the bay. And I've actually decided I'm going to bring a post in at 700mm here, and then another one at 700mm here down, so we can get a Nabori up on each front, which also means the gap from here to here is going to be narrower. So I'm going to try and make, like a sliding door, like one solid door, which slides across right the way across, and it can cover up this here. So yeah, I can slide it from side to side basically. So when we've got a car in there, we can slide the door shut and it will keep it nice and warm in there. Likewise, it'll be a massive piece of advertising. I can do a full digital print picture on it. Yeah, so it should look pretty rad. I'm pretty excited about it, I must admit. Yeah, let me just quickly squeeze around here, go upstairs quick. So yeah, from up here, all you'll see is obviously a complete solid backboard. This is all going to be covered as well, because that's where the bar's going. But yeah, it's moving on pretty quick. I've run out of boards. I need some OSB board and I need some plasterboard, pretty sharpish, because it's going to stunt my progress this weekend because I haven't got a van to move stuff about. But yeah, no, other than that, it's moving on pretty quickly. So yes, right. I'll do some more videoing when I do the initial tofu shop down there. So yeah, right, in a bit. Right, so what I'm doing for the tofu shop, spin the camera around 2 seconds, is basically I've got some very, very, very thin, clear perspex, I suppose. It's not a perspex. It's like it's what they put over the top of poster cases, basically. So these are going to be the covers for the windows. These are also going to be the actual awning because they curve really well. They bend really well. So I'm going to cut these down to shape, screw these on the wooden battens that are on the wall, and then I've got a wooden trim which will cover the screw holes. So obviously I need one yellow one, which will be this colour yellow, and then I've got 3 white ones, and I've got to do all the Japanese text on it. So yeah, I think if I cut them down, normal vinyl will be absolutely fine because they're so thin. The lights behind will light them up, an absolute treat, so that'd be fine. Yeah, so I think that's the route I'm going to go with. So excuse all the mess, we've been so stuff everywhere, but yeah, so basically I'll have to fill the sides in, obviously, and I've used just screws to screw that in at the moment. But obviously we've got this wooden trim here which will cover, basically will cover the whole base of that, and then it will also cover the sides up there like that. So yeah, and I'll probably stain that and try and bend that round to the curve, but that's definitely the best way to do that. So you have yellow, white, white and white, and then I'll put all the text on it. It should look really cool. I'm going to cut all the posters and stuff for the windows quickly, and then yeah, we'll just put the perspex in that, make the brown window frames, and it should look seriously cool. so we are finally getting there with it. Obviously, I've still got to make up the side piece, which goes in here. I've got a bit of white perspex that goes up here. Then I've got to build a trim. I've also got to fold the bits of wood that come over the curves. Got to cut some of these a little bit shorter. But yeah, me and Toy got these up. These have all got to go grey, painted grey. And then I've got all the text to go on, but boom. Looks so cool. I will have to replace this panel because obviously it's a different, I didn't have enough white. I've had to put another different shade of white on there. When you turn it off, you don't necessarily see it so much. But when the lights go on, yeah, it looks more grey on the end, but yeah, it's looking absolutely rad. I can't wait. I'm going to get these windows in, get the window frames painted up, and yeah, it should look pretty sick. I'm going to get the text on tonight as well. But yeah, it's looking badass actually. Right, so I'm not mental. I'm not standing in darkness for the sake of it. Joe's just come and rewired the new lights, the 4 new 6-foots up there, and they are super bright. I'll flick them on and show you. We've struggled to have lightness in here for a while, and whoa, it's like daylight in here. Yeah, super cool. So yeah, and also you can see the bay there. Let me spin the camera around. So we're not quite finished. All the text's up. I've still got to form the wood which goes over the top. Still got to seal the side in. But yeah, it's looking super cool. Still got the windows and window frames to all do, and also the briquettes that go on the front. But yeah, the initial D tofu shop is pretty much done, including some including some fake ivy. But yeah, no, it's looking pretty wild. We've lit it all up as well. Would you do me honours, Joseph? Let me turn these lights off. Oh, look at that. So yeah, all of these trims have still got to be painted up grey. I've still got to block off this underneath section here, basically up to this point, and leave this gap so all the windows will still illuminate, all the doors will still illuminate, but obviously the bottom of the sign will be kept in. But yeah, no, it's looking super cool. I didn't have enough perspex to do this side section here. I've still got that, and I've still got the text to go on there, and I've still got to block all that up. But yeah, it's we're winning. It's looking good, looking really good. So it's been a fair bit of work. I'm not going to lie, a lot more than I thought it was going to be, but it does look good. So I need a Panda 86 in here now to try and get some photos. Joe's got an 86, but not the Panda one that comes with the initial D tofu shot. But yeah, it'd be sick to get any 86 in here, really. Yeah, very cool. Should look sick when it's done. Right, I think that's it for the night. What am I doing there in the week? I'm just trying to think what else I've got to do. So I've got to carry on putting the boarding up here. I've got to finish all that up there. That's all going to be painted. Initially I was going to paint, I was just going to paint this blue all over and do the livery on it, but to be honest with you, the OSB looks terrible. It looks really bad. So I'm going to paint it so I've got a nice finish to stick to. I'm going to print some high tack vinyl. And I was going to do like the image of the JZX when it's on the water drift land, and then fade it off into the shop sign, which is going to go above here. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. I'm really excited. We're just talking about this. So obviously earlier in the last video I told you about this bowing. We're just a bit concerned that the middle beam is obviously where all the weight's going to be, because the pool table's above here, so it's all on this joist. Obviously it's all been notched into the post and stuff, but we're thinking we might just run like another post which comes out, maybe a 4x4, and run a piece of like metal girder right the way across the middle, and do like the plasterboard on each side, so effectively splitting the roof into 2 sections. I think it's going to be a bit safer. But yeah, so the rest of this weekend I'm going to finish this up, get this wall in and painted, and then yeah, I shall be finishing this. I think Toya's going to come and paint all these grey, and I'm going to try and form the wood which goes over the top of this. That should look super sweet, but it's looking badass. It's looking really cool. Happy. Thank you, Joseph. Well, that's the end to a very long day. and a very good day on the garage, so we've got plenty done. Sorry, excuse the noise. Odin's deciding to stick his head in my glass, little bugger. Yeah, so we've got a lot done. I've got the hiccups really bad. I've eaten so late. But yeah, look at this cat. What's in there, mate? There's nothing in there. Yeah, anyway. More progress in the week. And hopefully we'll actually start doing some oh god, these hiccups, some proper work. So what are you doing? Anyway, in a bit.